Do we need men, in your opinion?
No, because they do nothing all day.
Do we need men?
No, like, they just sit there.
Do we need men, in your opinion?
No, because they're icky.
How did he find 3 tiny girls all dressed in just insane fashion? Tough world out there for men. It really is, both on this and the dating side of things. Somebody said, that's the same person 3 times. Thank you. That's what I think. Somebody else said, pay attention to me. You must look at me. I require attention, whether it's good or bad attention. I do not care. Just pay attention to me. Yeah, that's why they're all dressed like that and why they say things like that. It's all for shock value.
Back in the days, most of the time, you would wait for someone to make the first move. It might be on the first date, it might be the third date, whatever. It could be the man, it could be the woman. But now, all my friends have noticed that the man has stopped making the first move. All my girlfriends are like, they're waiting. It's the third date, fourth date, a week later. He hasn't gone in for the kiss. He doesn't do any touching or anything. And I've asked my dude friends that are single, and they are like, you don't know where a woman's gonna go with that story anymore. I ain't touching nobody. And it sucks because the Me Too movement is so strong and so powerful for the people that need it, but it shouldn't ruin the maturity that we should have within intimacy and relationships.
Today's women love to preach their independence from men and hope we pass the bill to keep them safe. If you are confident in your ability to manage your life alone, you may stop relying on us for everything. This situation is a problem for many men, especially when faced with situations like the one I faced with my close friend, a toxic wife and single mother, dealing with stress that she can't handle. Handling. I chose to ignore her and see her as a negative representation of feminism and the stress of being a single mom. The winner? Yes, it's true that society likes to bash people for being male, which is ridiculous and irrelevant. Men who try to talk about their problems are ridiculed, and belittled. Some women are trying to seduce men and encourage men to open up, but it turns out to be dirty and makes it worse.
Women are wondering, like, why aren't men wanting to get married these days? Why are men not even approaching me and talking to me anymore? Why are men checking out completely? Look at the risk reward of getting into a relationship with a woman, potentially for a family and kids. You know, if you want to sleep around and just like hoe it up as a dude, and salute, brother, go handle business. The game isn't the same for us.
Is that enough?
Can you find happiness? Can you find happiness and joy? For some men, it's great. But I think every man on a deeper level yearns for a family, yearns for that dream, like a woman that's supportive, nurturing.
Kind of like the I don't need no man mentality. What's your view on that?
It's all good. It's all good until you get to a certain age and stage when all you crave is a man and a child. You'll get to a certain age when no one cares about what you do for a living. I mean, my mum, for example, no one asked her, what was your job like? They asked her, how's Sadia? How's your husband? How's your kids? And that legacy, if you're going to be a boss, absolutely do it, absolutely. But at the expense of your legacy, don't do it like that. And men are part of your legacy. You need them to create a lifeline. So I would say absolutely go into that boss zone or whatever it is, but you can get into that boss zone while still being completely dependent. When I see somebody totally in boss zone and doesn't need any man, that to me, hyper-independence is still horrible.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah.
And let's not forget how fathers and other authority figures force men to hide their emotions because, you know, showing emotions seems to make you less than a man. It's no wonder so many men struggle. Depression is a big problem among men, but no one thinks about it. If a man says, we don't want a woman, that's a disaster. But if the woman talks about the man again, it's just a joke. Men are treated as if they are imperfect, and that is not true. So, to all the women who say they don't want a man, take the opportunity to appreciate what men do for you. Who do you think designs and builds the cars you drive, fixes them when they break down, or keeps the lights on so you can afford your appliances? And don't forget the people who drive the trucks, transport the goods, build the roads, and make sure everything runs smoothly. When you want to throw away the man's comments, remember who is still holding the jobs. Guess who you call when your pipes break or your toilet is clogged? It's mostly men, right? And who do you see walking the streets and protecting everyone? But let's be clear about one thing. Men are not responsible for protecting women, nor should they be. Women are very protective of themselves. If you have the chance to help a woman, it's best to say no.
I don't understand where the "we don't need men" argument is even an argument. But the saddest part about it is that it's women's reaction in an age where men have expressed that they feel like the only value that they bring into a relationship or to the world is what they can provide. They talk about how they feel like they are not born with innate value like women are. So the reaction is to tell them, no, actually, that's not so valuable because we can actually do all that stuff ourselves. It's so messed up.
Hey, Shirley, I bet you need a man now. Oh, damn, you need a man, don't you? What that dog and that PhD got for it? Hey, Shirley, half a tank of gas. What that dog doing? Still don't need no man? You funny, girl.
There is no law that says you have to help young, self-sufficient, independent women. Maybe it's time they get paid for the help they need, just like the love they sell. Many men like women and expect something in return. The protective nature of men towards women is rooted in time, and men often sacrifice their lives to keep women and children safe. Without human awareness, people's lives would have been in trouble long ago. Have you heard of women's rights? Men often run to help women, hoping to look good and maybe get something in return. They help women in professional areas, but their desire to help other men may not be strong. On the other hand, women find it difficult to help men and expect men to manage themselves. Some women also think that if they help a man, it means that they are really interested in him. Unfortunately, some women are too proud to help their husbands because they think things are out of their hands. Females show great pride, claiming that only males are there to give birth at times or to help with adult vessels. Although some say they only want male sperm, males play an important role in keeping the world alive. Think of the air conditioning in the office, a symbol of equality, but it is the work of men that creates a safe and comfortable environment. Men perpetuate this culture by committing crimes and dirty deeds that women do not choose or ask for. In today's political climate, movements like Me Too and the rise of misogyny are warnings to men to think twice before helping women. Helping women now compromises their freedom and right to a decent and legal life. The wisest choice is to call the appropriate emergency services immediately. Intervention of any kind is ineffective, as new women often see men as threats. If you decide to help, proceed with caution and be aware of these risks. And that concludes today's discussion on MGTOW Voice. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on future videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video.